Hi guys, I'm Joel, I create games, and today I want to work on making another kind of enemy. Yesterday I created a swarm enemy. It's basically just a normal enemy, but it's lots of little enemies, technically, even if they're the same entity. And yeah, that's a good sort of example of how an enemy can be visually different. But what I want to do now is make an enemy that is mechanically different, slightly more like the ranged enemy, but with slightly more stuff to do. What I was thinking was basically making a big enemy. This enemy might just be big, um, and then when it punches you, I want it to push you back. It might also take up extra space, so maybe if you saw them here, then you were standing here and they went towards you, maybe they'd block this whole area, stuff like that. I need to be careful because I think the AI sort of agent is going to be the same size. I don't want a big enemy that gets stuck on things. I want them to be able to move just the same way as any other enemy. Um, but they will have a larger sort of obstacle area here. They will block larger areas. Um, so things like that. And when they punch you, they'll push you back. So that's what I want to do. And I'll see what I can do. All right, see you soon. Okay, guys, so I've created the large enemy, and here they are. It's just a wide enemy, so it's technically twice the size of a normal enemy. It takes up more space on the nav mesh, but most importantly, it's mechanically different to melee units or other melee units. So first of all, it's quite slow. Um, as you can see, it moves very slowly. It's trying to get to the player. However, if I move up to it and attack it, I can hurt it, and it will move up to me, attack me, and it will push me back. It actually does quite a lot of damage, um, so I'm going to change that for a second. All right, there we go. So it will move up to me, and it hits me, and then it will push me back. All right. Also, I don't know if you're noticing this, but it's um it's dealing 6 damage to me each time it hit. It went from 67 to 61. But if I moved up to here and it hit me, I took an extra 2 damage because it hit me into an object, right? So large enemies, they'll do a lot of damage to you, and if they push you into something, um, you will fly back and you will take extra damage, right? What I wanted to do is have it so that you can go off the edge. In this scene, there's a bit here. Currently, I tried to make it so that you get hit and then you could go off the nav mesh, and then if you did, it would check the floor below you to see if you were like touching the floor technically, um, and then if you didn't, you'd basically just instantly die. Um, but unfortunately, that that didn't work, or I'm not able to do that today. Because I was pushing people through walls here. Like if you went through this wall, then you check there's no floor below you. So I need to figure out how to do that. But basically, um, what I want to do is have it so that if there's a big enemy, you want to sort of get away from these sorts of spaces, right? Otherwise, you will take a lot of damage, and well, you'll basically just die immediately. Um, but I think that this large enemy proves that I can make enemies that are slightly mechanically different. I think that a strong enemy, that aren't just different because of their stats, but also because of different effects that they cause. I want to make an enemy that basically targets other enemies and buffs them as well. I'll just do that quickly in the meantime, I think, because I think my next episode I want to do is something to do with the overworld. I want to make two cities that have different like buildings that you can go to. Um, that's what I want to do next. But I think this is a success, and I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, see ya.